Hey guys, what's up? lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the brand new 2019 rom-com, romantic comedy. Isn't It Romantic? Directed by Todd Stralson, starring Rebel Wilson, Adam Devine, Liam Hemsworth, who's hysterical in this movie, Priyanka Chopra, a bunch of other people. Now the trailer had this movie. Every time I watch a lot of movies, right? We know this clearly. I'm a part of AMC's A-list. I'm allowed 3 movies a week, $20 a month. It's a fantastic program. So I've seen this trailer a lot for all the films I've seen, and this trailer looked hysterical. Rebel Wilson gets mugged in a subway. She hits her head. She turns her life. She wakes up in a rom-com, basically. And I thought it was entertaining because it's kind of the same premise as Amy Schumer's I Feel Pretty from last year. She hits her head on a soul cycle. She wakes up all pretty and beautiful with all the confidence in the world and what happens with life. And then she hits her head again and she goes back to reality. And Rebel Wilson hits her head again and she goes back to reality. But it's the story of getting to where you need to be. And Rebel Wilson's self-awareness comes from you have to love yourself, not fall in love with someone or have someone fall in love with you. You need to love yourself. The whole idgaf concept. I don't give a F, right? Idgaf. Beautiful. I'm on an idgaf spree recently. So excited. Woo! This summer I have a beautiful announcement. I can't wait. I had a wonderful conversation with my brother on Valentine's Day. It was fantastic. It was a beautiful idgaf conversation. Anyway. So Liam Hemsworth did a great job with this character that was given to him. Rebel is Rebel, so Rebel is great. Adam is great. Priyanka is great. The story was very lacking. I did not like the story. It needed more oomph. It was an hour and 28 minutes long. It was boring. It was boring. Like, there were a lot of chuckles in the beginning of the film, and I saw it with there was a lot of people in the audience. But the chuckles, died halfway through the movie. And, it was like, am I supposed to laugh now? It was weird. You can obviously tell what stuff is improvised on Rebel and Adam's front. And what stuff is super scripted. But, I don't know. It just didn't work. And Todd's a great director. Harold and Kumar's A Very Merry Harold and Kumar Christmas, or whatever the third Harold and Kumar movie's title is, the Harold and Kumar Christmas movie, was hysterical. It was perfect. I was just talking about the baby in the closet high on cocaine in that penthouse after they ping-pong balled the 12-year-old for the drugs or something like that. I was just talking about that scene with one of my coworkers the other day because it's hysterical. It's a great, great film. It's a great Christmas film. It is fantastic. And I had high hopes for this movie because of everyone that's in it and because Todd is a great director, but I just didn't love it. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. And I wanted to love it because I'm a big fan of everyone involved in the film. My other problem was the first 15 minutes had very weird camera angles. Very strange. You had this found footage style documentary kind of thing with the camera just like this. No, because this isn't a found footage kind of movie. And then eventually you get these really cool cinematic effects for the rom-com spiel of the film, but I didn't like how it stayed that way. It had really cool cinematography middle to end, but it was just wonky middle schooler holding a camera for the first time cinematography in the beginning. I didn't like that. I didn't like that kind of editing. I don't know how else to put it. It was weird. It was kind of strange. Now, obviously, I'm a big Rebel Wilson fan. Obviously, I'm a big Adam Devine fan. Devine. We've spoken of this many times before. Season 1 of Workaholics, Adam and Rebel have a scene together in their, I was going to say Jugheads. I'm thinking of Riverdale too much. In their Juggalo episode, I think it was episode 4 or something like that of season 1, the Juggalo episode, whatever number that was. Rebel was a female Juggalo who hooks up with Adam, right? So there's the kissing in there. Then you have Pitch Perfect 1 and 2. Adam and Rebel are both love interests in both Pitch Perfect 1 and 2, kissing in both of those. And then you have them as love interests in this movie, kissing in both of those. So I love seeing actors together. I love seeing actors just having fun doing their thing, knowing how to interact with each other, because they either do it in real life or they just know how to have fun and they have awesome on-screen chemistry. Platonic or not platonic, it's just great. Another example is 2015's Bad Grandpa, as well as Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Adam was actually in that one. Funny if we mentioned this. Zac Efron and Aubrey Plaza were both in Dirty Grandpa and Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. And it's fun seeing the two actors, actor and actress, interact with each other in two different films. It's just fun seeing that. There's a difference between a film series, like every Avengers film, having everyone together, every Fast and Furious film, having everyone come back together. That's different, because that's a continuation of a story. Happy Death Day 1, Happy Death Day 2. That's different. It's a matter of seeing the same people doing different roles. Like, Helena Bonham Carter and Johnny Depp are in every Tim Burton film, but as different characters. So it's cool seeing that they interact and stuff like that. I like that. I like seeing that. So I liked seeing, Rebel and Adam in Isn't It Romantic? But again, the movie was just okay. It wasn't... No one's really going to talk about it, a decade from now. They're not going to be like, oh my God, do you remember that amazing romantic comedy? It's not panning that well with audiences. And I understand. It's a great concept. It's a great concept. But it was not executed properly. And I don't know what I would have changed to have executed it properly. Maybe I wouldn't have made the gay best friend super gay, even though they clearly acknowledge it, that he's not a stereotype at the end. Maybe I would have added more people of different ethnicities aside from Caucasians. There was too many white people in this movie. Maybe that's what annoyed me. That if you're making a modern romantic comedy, you need to have modern people, especially in New York City. One of the opening shots is a woman in a burqa just walks past Rebel. And I was like, oh, that's New York. That makes perfect sense. You have guy with the mohawk next to the woman with the burqa, next to the yoga mom pushing the baby in the running stroller. And like, that's New York. That's the feel that you're supposed to have. Dead ass B. I can't. It's mad brick outside. It's my New York fine. But when you get to the rom-com aspect, it didn't have much diversity. You had all of these heteros just all over the place, and you had one gay couple on a billboard. That was it. There was no diversity in a modern rom-com. I think that's what annoyed me the most. Maybe if there was more diversity, I would have enjoyed it more. I don't know, but again, it goes to the story. It was still a little weird. It was a little weird. I don't know. What are your thoughts? How would you have changed this if you could have changed it? Again, I'm not bashing any of the actors or actresses. They did a great job with the material that they were given, but the story needed some tweaking. It needed some work. You can tell that this was not the intended final draft. Like, you can tell. Like, certain films, like, you can say, you're like you can tell, like, it wasn't the initial director's, like, idea or mindset. I can't think. My brain hurts. That's all I got. Mucho mahalo, guys.